Hello and welcome to another episode of IoT Trailblazer podcast, where we bring you stories of innovation and impact from the world of connected technology. I am your host, Neel Singh, and today we are going to delve into the world of connected and smart living. From locks to lights, smart home has become essential everywhere. And at the forefront of this is a company called Accurate Surveillance. Joining us today is Mr. Vinad Kalla, Managing Director of Accurate Surveillance. It's a great pleasure to have you here, sir. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure being here with you today.
Let's start a bit with your background. As far as I know, you have close to 16 years of experience in this field. So what made you venture into this field and what has been your experience?
It's a very long story, but I will try to keep it as crisp as possible. It all started in Srinagar, where I was born, did my schooling there, and due to certain circumstances, had to relocate to Delhi. It is where all the action started. Joined my first company where it was an appliances company where I was supposed to sell door to door. Did pretty well for myself, grew up to the level of business. Downside is that high manpower oriented business wherein you need a lot of people in sales, equal number of people to do the installation and commissioning. And that is not, headcount is not the challenge. Challenge is the skilled manpower. You have to take people as raw, you train them, shape them up, and you have to impart right trainings. And more so, you have to have patience before they start delivering the results. And another downside as an integrator, whatever product categories we are in, every product category I saw they were familiar consumer brands. Say video door phone, they were brands, in digital lock, they were brands, in surveillance, they were brands, and consumers were really able to relate to those brands. The problem in integration of home automation was that there was no prominent brand available. So Jio coming into this space has bridged the gap. So future entrepreneurs who I'm inviting through this media, they will not face the challenge which I faced as an integrator selling home automation. Second, as a distribution is a high capital inducive business model and you need deep pockets. So that is the downside of home automation per se as far as distribution is concerned.
That's quite a list, Vinod. So how did your partnership with JioThings begin? Rather, what made you feel that we are the right partner to safeguard and scale your vision?
It was a very natural alliance, I would say. It did not take me more than 5 seconds to say yes to this association. Per se that Jio is a consumer brand. Any household you take in India today has a Jio connection. So we already had foot in the door. So as 25 years, they have recently hit 100 crores. So I believe this disruption in this market, the awareness at consumer level, if any brand in India can do it, it is the most favorite brand, Jio. So my alliance with you was all but natural.
That makes sense. JioThings seems to have got affordability and familiarity on the same table. So from an automation perspective, what was the deployment like? How did your team adapt to the deployment and integration of Jio Smart Home solution?
The best part, what did Jio bring on table one was very robust and seamless system you have. And the best part, what I found, which was a challenge with other brands, the tie-ups you have done with third-party products. So people were quite comfortable. I need not to tell a client today, remove this digital lock because it will not work in this app. Then the client will have to walk around the apps. So that was a very tedious task. So when I told client that on this very app, you will be able to unlock this thing and look at your camera. So unified control, that is what has been the demand of the market. So as integrators, we always have ear to the ground. So Jio has brought that on the table. So I'm very delighted with that.
Honestly, Vinod, insights like these are valuable. In fact, they are the ones which drive smart tech forward. Switching lenses now, since the time you deployed Jio's automation solution, what has been the change? Has it changed the way you serve your customers?
I would love to say not change, it has been a game changer. It's not only the affordability, usability, the robust solution what you have created. It's seamless. Earlier we used to be slightly hesitant in installing automation in the larger houses. Now with Jio in our hands, it has given us the huge confidence that we can now do automation in any kind of an environment and it gives the desired results. And clients have been very happy. Let me give you that feedback as well.
Vinod, it's time to hit ignition on our rapid fire round. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind. No looking back into the rear view mirror. Are you ready?
I'll try my level best.
Okay, great. One word for Indian home automation market.
It's emerging.
A device you wish it existed.
Smart bedding.
What's more fun, selling or installing?
Selling.
Which is the most requested feature in smart home?
Unified controls.
Which is smarter, your phone or your home?
Definitely my home. I'm an automation man.
Your favorite smart home device?
IR blaster.
If your smart home automation had a voice, who would it be?
One and one legendary Shri Amitabh Bachchan.
Jio smart home in one word.
Futuristic.
That's fantastic. All right, Vinod, these answers were perfectly sharp.
Thank you.
Just like a snapshot captured in a perfectly timed shutter. Now I'm a little curious. How do you balance user friendliness with the advanced tech in your installations?
All starts with understanding what customer wants to derive from this. And our dictate to our technical team always is that installing device is one part of it. And customer making maximum utilization of the devices he is installing is second. So that is how we always emphasize more and more on making them aware about the GUI, making them play around with the apps. And that is how clients, when they use the apps, and that is how they fully utilize and optimize the utilization of automation. So it's majorly hand-holding and making them comfortable with the technology.
That's an excellent way to balance the market demands. So Vinod, what advice would you give to the new homeowners who are exploring automation for the first time?
Take the first step and let the experience decide your future course of action. When we say that, we always tell first-time users to go slow. Install the devices in the space where you live the maximum, whether it is a bedroom or a living room. Because what we have seen, if an automated space or vis-a-vis to unautomated space, say a person going to sleep in an unautomated bedroom will have to get up from his bed to switch off the light, will have to look out for the remote to adjust the temperature, will have to look out for the TV remote to switch off the TV, maybe have to shut the curtain. What does a automated bedroom do? One word, sleep. The moment you do say sleep, the chain of events happen. Curtain is shut automatically, the lights will go dim or switched off, or AC will move on its own to the desired temperature, and TV will be switched off. So once they experience all that, 90% of consumers, they go and install automation in the other space of that house. So that is our advice to the first time users: go slow, take the first step.
That's a brilliant advice, Vinod, and I'm sure many of our users have benefited from it. Now let's take a leap into the future. What are the biggest trends in home automation that you see today? And how far are we from seeing a perfectly automated home with zero touch?
We're delighted to hear that, Neel. Jio has already entered into that space with JioThings almost 2 years back. What a Jio gateway at home, which is always connected with the mobile phone through an app. What it does in a typical scenario, the user is in his car, about to approach his home. The device in the gate motor will activate it the moment the user will reach within 50 meters, if we have created that scenario. That means without touching any remote or voice control or getting down from the car, the gate automatically opens. He drives through the driveway. The moment he gets down from the car, there is a lock which has a facial recognition, which has a Jio module into it. The moment this facial recognition camera scans the user, because his face is already fed in that, by the time he reaches to the door, and the door is already open. As this lock module is connected with the gateway of Jio, and there are motion sensors in staircase and corridors. So the moment this user opens the door and climbs the staircase, lights will go on and the previous lights get off automatically. And same trend will happen till the time he reaches his bedroom. Bedroom is AC is already on through a thermostat device or an IR blaster. So maybe his curtain is shut. Maybe TV must have popped up if we have created that kind of scenario. So, and a person who was 100 meters away from his home, The door automatically was open. The second door was open. He did not touch any switch. He did not touch any remote. The entire thing is seamless. So this technology is already on through Jio app.
Looks like our home's gonna be the next place for any sci-fi movie shoot. Zooming out to a little bigger picture, what's next in your partnership with JioThings? I mean, how do you see this partnership evolving from here?
You have got an idea by now that Accurate is a growing company. Jio is a giant. And I'm totally sold out to a story which is India's story. The next 20 years, there's a buzzword in the world, the next 20 years belongs to India. So what it will do, that disposable incomes will go up. Jio will evolve and have more third-party integrations. And I see more and more houses adopting home automation as the disposable income will go up. So I see this partnership going forward and stronger day by day. In my scheme of things, what I have already in my head that in next 2-3 years, it should be among the top 3 brands in our basket of brands we have at Accurate.
Really appreciate, Vinod, and look forward to a future with you. Now, we generally end our podcast with a personal question, and here it goes. Any book that you would want to recommend and why?
See, on a lighter note, as you know, we all human beings do go through low phase in life. So I had one such phase in my life. So I got hold of one book. The book is called The Magic of Thinking Big. The crux of that book is it tells us about how do you process things between these 2 years. Always mind over matter. So I would recommend all young, it is relevant for all 15 years to 90 years of age. It's relevant for everyone, whether a chapter or the entire book, but it will inspire each one of you. So my recommendation will be for this book, The Magic of Thinking Big.
Vinod, it's been an absolute pleasure having you with us today. Your passion for making smart living simple and accessible is truly inspiring. And partnerships like JioThings and Accurate Surveillance are lighting the path for India's connected home revolution, I should say. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Neel. Thanks a lot. Thanks for inviting me for this podcast.
To all our viewers, thank you for tuning into this another episode of IoT Trailblazer podcast. Until next, keep your home smart, your network secure, and your curiosity switched on. Take care, stay connected.